Welcome to The Root Cause, a podcast that takes a deep dive into all things manufacturing, sponsored by MES Group.
All right, so today we're going to build on what you already know about MES, that intricate dance of managing the factory floor.
Right.
But today, we're zooming out to the bigger picture,
I like it.
where ERP comes in.
Yeah.
And it's a whole different beast.
It is.
And understanding ERP can unlock some serious aha moments
Absolutely.
about how businesses really tick.
For sure.
MES and ERP, what are the big differences? And how do they work together?
Okay, so picture this.
Okay.
A busy factory floor, machines are going, products are moving down the line.
Classic MES territory.
Got it. But then zoom out, you've got sales, finances, the whole operation. That's ERP's domain.
Two massive systems, but they're connected, right?
Absolutely.
So how does, data from a single machine on the floor, how does that make its way up to, say, the CEO making big decisions?
That's the fascinating part. MES and ERP, they're kind of separate worlds, but both are essential for a manufacturing company to really succeed.
Gotta have both.
They operate at different levels of the hierarchy. Think of it like you have individual machines and processes at the base level.
Okay, at the bottom.
Then you go up to the plant level and then finally the enterprise level. MES is right in the middle, bridging the gap between the physical production happening
Down on the floor.
and all those digital business processes.
So MES is kind of translating all that raw data from the machines into something that people can actually use, right?
That's a great way to put it.
It's like giving the factory floor a voice so it can talk to the rest of the company.
Exactly. And that communication is key, turning all that data into action.
Right. Got to do something with it.
Take, for example, statistical process control. MES can gather real-time data on, say, temperature or pressure while products are being made.
While it's all happening.
And if things start to go off even a little bit, MES can instantly alert the operators. They can make adjustments on the fly.
So you're catching problems before they become big problems.
Exactly. You could prevent a whole batch of faulty products, save time and money.
That's huge. It shows how MES's focus on real-time data has a direct impact on, the bottom line.
For sure. Now let's look at ERP. It's the backbone of the enterprise. Managing everything from finances to supply chains. It's like the brain of the operation, trying to make sense of all the information coming from all the different departments.
And ERP needs accurate, real-time data to make good decisions, right?
100%.
Things like resource allocation, planning production, even financial forecasting.
All of it.
You got to have a clear picture of what's happening down on the floor. That's where the connection with MES gets really important.
You need that constant flow of information coming from MES. That way, ERP's decisions are based on reality, not just outdated assumptions.
Because otherwise, it's kind of operating in the dark.
Exactly. Imagine your sales team just got a huge new order. ERP needs to know if the factory can even handle that demand.
Right. Can we actually do it?
Right. Can we make it? Do we have enough materials? What's a realistic delivery time? It's about using real-time data to make smart decisions.
And that's where MES comes in.
Exactly. That level of insight is what allows companies to be agile, to be responsive in a world that's constantly changing. It's about having your finger on the pulse of your operations. You know exactly what's happening at every level. So let's look a little closer at how this connection plays out on the factory floor. One of the key functions of MES is batch management.
Batch management.
Yeah, and this isn't just about, tracking groups of products as they move through the system. It's really about making sure each batch meets those specific quality standards.
Right, making sure it's all good.
And that it follows the right processes, the right recipe. Think of it as a recipe.
Okay, a recipe.
MES makes sure all the ingredients are added in the right order at the right time to create that perfect final product.
So MES is like the digital recipe book guiding the production process. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But how does this all connect back to ERP?
Well, that's where the magic of integration comes in. As MES is managing all these batches, it's constantly feeding information back up to the ERP system.
Okay, keeping it updated.
Right. And that data includes things like the batch size, the materials used, the production time,
Right.
and of course, all the quality control results.
Got to have that.
So ERP uses all this data to update inventory levels, track production costs, even generate reports, for things like regulatory compliance.
Wow, so it's not just about keeping things organized down on the floor.
Nope.
It's about having this comprehensive view of the whole operation,
Right.
from raw materials to finished goods.
Exactly. And that kind of visibility is crucial for making informed decisions at every level of the company.
Yeah, you got to see the whole picture.
And it goes beyond just tracking batches. MES also plays a crucial role in KPI optimization.
Okay, KPIs, key performance indicators. We hear that a lot.
Right. And this is where you start to see the real power of MES in terms of driving efficiency and improving performance. Think about a KPI, like overall equipment effectiveness, OEE.
Right, OEE, getting the most out of your machines.
Exactly. Minimizing downtime. You're finding those bottlenecks. You're streamlining the process.
So how does MES fit into all of that?
Well, MES can collect real-time data from the machines, things like their operating status, how many units they're producing, any downtime events.
Right, keeping tabs on everything.
And then it uses all of that data to calculate the OEE and identify areas where we can do better. Maybe there's a particular machine that's consistently underperforming, having frequent breakdowns. MES can highlight those issues.
So you can actually take action and fix it.
Exactly, allowing managers to take corrective action.
So MES isn't just watching. It's actively helping to optimize production. Yeah. It's like having this constant feedback loop.
I like that, yeah. A feedback loop. It's pinpointing those areas where things can be improved, making those small adjustments that end up having a big impact on the efficiency of the whole factory.
It's all about the details.
And this ties directly back to that connection with ERP. When MES finds those areas for improvement, it can send out alerts or notifications to the right people. So, for instance, if a machine needs maintenance, MES can automatically generate a work order in the ERP system.
Smart.
Schedules the maintenance and makes sure the necessary parts are ordered.
That's great. It's preventing those costly delays. It's like using data to anticipate problems and then take steps to solve them before they even happen.
Proactive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears a little bit. Let's talk about another key function, maintenance.
Yeah, MES plays a crucial role in shifting from reactive maintenance to a more proactive approach. So instead of just waiting for something to break down,
Right, putting out fires.
MES uses real-time data to predict when maintenance is needed.
That's a much better approach.
So imagine you have a sensor on a piece of equipment, a critical piece of equipment,
Okay.
and it's measuring vibration levels. As those vibrations increase, it could mean that the equipment is wearing down,
Yeah.
getting closer to failure.
Looks like an early warning system.
Exactly. It helps prevent those catastrophic failures that can shut down the whole production line.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Right. And MES takes it even further by integrating with the ERP system to manage that entire maintenance process. So it can schedule maintenance tasks, track spare parts, even generate reports on maintenance costs and how the equipment's performing. It's about having that one system where everything is in tip-top shape.
You've got it all covered. That's amazing how MES can turn all that raw data from the floor into actionable insights that can improve everything, from efficiency to how long your equipment lasts.
It's pretty powerful.
But there's one more key function we need to talk about. Lab information systems. LIMS.
Oh, yeah. This is another area where MES plays a crucial role, especially in those industries with really strict quality control requirements.
Right.
Think pharmaceuticals, food processing.
Got to be careful there.
They rely heavily on lab testing to make sure their products are safe and high quality.
Absolutely. Making sure everything meets the standards.
So, right, making sure what's on the label is actually what's in the product.
For sure. So how does MES help with that?
Well, it acts as a bridge between the laboratory and the production floor.
Okay. Connecting the two.
It makes sure all the data from those quality control tests is integrated into the whole production process. So that includes things like tracking samples, test results, any deviations from those quality standards.
So it's like creating a closed loop, right?
Exactly. Any quality issues are flagged immediately.
You catch them right away.
So you prevent those faulty products from moving down the line and maybe even reaching customers.
Yeah, gotta stop it early.
MES can even trigger automatic adjustments to the production process if there's a quality problem. So you're guaranteeing that only products that meet the standards are going out the door.
It's all about control and traceability.
Right, building that trust and confidence in your product.
Okay, so we've talked about how MES manages batches, optimizes KPIs, streamlines maintenance, and integrates with lab systems.
Yeah.
It's a powerful tool for really fine-tuning every aspect of production. But how does all of this connect back to that bigger picture of ERP?
Well, remember, the network is the plumbing that connects MES and ERP. It's the infrastructure that enables this constant flow of information between the factory floor and the rest of the enterprise.
Right. It's all connected.
Mm.
And we can't forget about data security and system integration.
Absolutely crucial. It's not just about the data flowing. It needs to be secure, it needs to be accurate, and it needs to be easily accessible by the systems that need it.
Yeah, it's got to work.
That's why a robust and reliable network is just as important as choosing the right MES and ERP systems in the first place.
They all have to work together.
They got to work together seamlessly if you want to truly optimize your manufacturing operations.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from like those individual machines working away to the big decisions happening way up at the enterprise level.
Full ecosystem?
Yeah. And it's clear that both MES and ERP, they're both critical for success in manufacturing. But I'm curious, what's next? What does the future hold for these systems?
Ugh, the crystal ball question. Well, one of the most interesting trends is this increasing convergence of MES and ERP. In the past, they were treated as totally separate things,
Two different worlds.
almost like two different languages struggling to communicate.
Right.
But now, with technology advancing, those lines are starting to blur.
Convergent. So you're saying they're becoming more integrated.
Exactly, like two sides of the same coin.
Okay.
We're seeing software vendors offer solutions that combine the best of both. Imagine a single platform that can handle everything, from real-time shop floor control
Okay.
to enterprise-wide planning and financials.
Wow. That makes a lot of sense. Having everything in one system would definitely simplify things, like all that data integration and communication.
It's about breaking down those silos and having a truly connected enterprise.
I've learned a lot today. I feel much more confident about how MES and ERP work together, and I'm excited to see where it all goes from here. What's next in manufacturing?
Well, that's the beauty of it. It's constantly evolving. Stay curious, keep exploring, and who knows, maybe you'll be the one to pioneer the next breakthrough.
That's a great note to end on. Always learning, always exploring. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into MES and ERP. We'll catch you next time.